Hey everyone, welcome back to Dunk Talk. So the Los Angeles Lakers just provided another update on LeBron's injured right foot, and it looks like it's going to be reassessed in another 3 weeks. And that's pretty much what I said in my last video about LeBron and his timeline for return. So looking at some more videos online and what doctors had to say, it doesn't look like any type of Liz Frank injury or any mid-foot sprain. It's more than likely going to be plantar fasciitis and just some issues that might be going on either in the middle of the sole of his foot or towards the heel. It sounds like it's been nagging him since back in January, but the team and the doctors decided to just continue to let him play. Of course, they still wanted to do as best as they could to compete for the playoffs, but now I think the time has caught up to him, and ever since he heard that pop in that last game, it has officially pushed it to his final threshold, in which case now you see that he's in a boot. Now, of course, this whole 3-week reassessment thing, that's only going to mean that after 3 weeks, they're going to actually have the boot off of him, take time for him to start walking again, running again, playing 5-on-5 basketball again. There's no actual guarantee that he'll be at an elite NBA level, being able to play up and down the court on both sides. So it's hard to tell whether this is good news or bad news for the Lakers. It's good that at least it's going to be reassessed in 3 weeks and not some kind of fully guaranteed season injury. But it's, again, really difficult to tell what it actually might be. My guess is that after the 3 weeks, they'll go ahead and allow him to start walking, running, playing on it to see how he actually feels. So they finally are determining it to be sustained as a right foot tendon injury. And the way this is going to play out for the Lakers going into the final season is that their last game is on April 9th for the actual season. So ultimately, he might either be back in time to play maybe 5 or 6 more games in the regular season, or they might just hold him off depending on where they are in the standings and save him just for the playoffs, even if it's on restricted minutes if he can actually play. So what this means for the Lakers is that the guys that they currently have, they're going to have to push their best with the remaining games to get into the play-in tournament and to see if they can work their way through. And if they can't, then I'm sure they'll just save LeBron and tell him not to play and hold it off till next season. Now, what sucks is that going into Friday's game against the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell is also not available, and Anthony Davis is considered day-to-day. And we just recently saw that Dennis Schroeder rolled his ankle pretty bad in last night's game, so even though he's not on the injury list, I hope they don't hold him off either. So they were able to pull a win from OKC, but I think Timberwolves will be a little bit harder if they don't have guys like D'Lo, Schroeder, or Anthony Davis. At the very least, they should have AD and Schroeder with the remaining guys, and hopefully they could squeeze a win out, but I think it'll be tough against that team if fully healthy. Now, even though D'Lo is considered out, maybe things might change either today or tomorrow before the game actually starts. So we'll see what actually happens. But yeah, they've been doing pretty well. The Minnesota Timberwolves are sitting at 32-32 on the season at the 8th seed. And even though that challenge might be significant, I think if the Lakers are determined enough, they might be able to pull it through. We're just going to need some really solid games from guys like Lonnie Walker, Jared Vanderbilt, AD, of course, Rui Hachimura. I mean, you could pretty much list everybody on the team. The good thing is that since we have enough depth now, the Lakers are actually able to have guys with off nights and then have guys with on nights. So you might see Malik Beasley all of a sudden go off for 5 for 8 threes or something and just, really handle the game. But let me know what you guys think. I wish we had better news for LeBron moving forward, but I don't think this is anything like career ending. This is just more of a nagging issue that he's going to continue to deal with until he gets a lot of rest or if he's willing to play on it going into the playoffs.